Chrysoid channel of light fluid. Yes, it's time for the second part in the trying to get caught up with things I've been attempting to do for at least 2 months now and haven't got around to series. So we finally got Tyson's finale done in Password, and here I will remember the flowers, which I've been trying to do a short thing just to keep up on top of it for at least a couple of months now. Things have just been getting in the way. So here we are. This might be a slightly shorter video than normal, but we'll definitely catch up a bit with Remember the Flowers, which I believe is just on its 2nd anniversary of the first build being released today, if I remember what I read correctly. That was yesterday, so who knows. But I think that's today as I'm recording. So well done to the team. And there's quite a lot more to go yet. So let's make a start on it. Up you go. I have half a mind to push him off of me, but I'm too tired to try. Thankfully, it just helps me to my feet instead of trying to actually carry me. I think tomorrow I'll let them know I don't want to be touched. You sure we'll be okay sleeping in here? Oh, I'll be fine. Hardly anyone drives all the way out here. They're usually just port. I'm surprised there aren't places you can go with a car. Well, there are, but they usually want authentication and registration, which, as you can imagine, won't fly with our work. Fair enough. I assume you want to sleep by yourself? Probably. No problem. Let me go get everything. Sorry we don't have a toilet. If you need to go, you can just go in the corner or something. I'll manage. Can I ask for a canister of water? Yeah, I'll get one too. I'll be back in a minute. I plop my scrawny ass on the ground. Sounds good. Axel makes his way to the warehouse pretty quickly. Looks like Rose and Ring are cleaning up dinner. Pretty amicably, I might add. I stretch my arms as I lean back and then rest my hands on the ground. Most of the ground is actually dirt. Like someone stripped off wherever flooring there was before. I'd have been pretty desperate to want something like that. Or maybe there's a lodestar somewhere that someone wanted to find. Oh, that reminds me of my own. I make sure that no one's looking in my direction before reaching into my jacket pocket. Doesn't seem like anyone's paying attention to me right now. I slowly pull the stone out. I cut my palm to hide it, but it's as captivating as ever. I have some information, at least one thing of value. I wonder how far it'd get me. In the corner of my eye, I see Axel come back. As naturally as possible, I slide the stone away. What you looking at? Oh, I was just looking at my bandages. I think they need to be changed after all. Oh, good thing I brought the first aid kit. Good thinking. Let me just... I start to pull up my sleeves when it finally hits me. I'm still wearing his jacket. The scent of vanilla hits my nose. I can't help but clench my fists. Cyrus? Axel snaps me out of my thoughts. Huh? What's wrong? Your heart rate is a bit frazzled. Oh, great. Another walking heart monitor. Oh, sorry. I just realised how much I smell. Will I be able to shower tomorrow or wash my clothes? Of course. We have some robes you can wear while we wash everything. Great. This jacket is starting to reek. Do you want to take it off? No, I'll be fine. Alright, here, let me see the hand of yours. I outstretch my mummified hand. Starting with my middle finger, he slowly unravels all of the bandages. Dang, what happened again? I was holding a knife the wrong way. Axel looks stumped. For this long? Can't really feel pain. It was an awkward situation. Apparently. Once my hand is unravelled, I can't help but wince at the sight of the flayed skin. Unfortunately, it looks like some of the wounds are infected, indicated by some pus accumulating into the skin. Well, that's not good. I can get some disinfectant that should help. Our doctor can do more than I can. I'll be fine. I'm pretty tough. I'm aware, but it ain't pretty to look at. He opens the box he brought to take out a bottle of pink liquid, along with a rag. On the plus side, I guess you won't feel the stinging. Probably not. Even when I was younger, I was pretty good about rubbing alcohol in shots. Lucky you. As a cat, alcohol makes me feel lightheaded just by smelling it. Not that kind of alcohol. Don't you run a bar? And done. I didn't realise it, but he's already cleaned up my bad hand. The rag is covered in pink and yellow. Oh, that was fast. Oh, cats have to be quick to go unnoticed. Guess that hasn't changed. Oh, what's that? Nothing, nothing. You're a weird guy, you know that? So I've been told. Is that all? Hang on, let me wrap it up again, just for one more day. He's pretty gentle as he moves the bandages around my hand. The tiger ties a neat little bow at the base of my wrist for good measure. How's that feel? Good, I guess. Certainly looks better than the last bandages. I look like an amateur job at best. In more ways than one. I try to laugh, but it's cut off by a yawn. Okay, we've kept you up long enough. We're going to try to leave before sunrise. It's about 8 PM right now, so we'll be able to get at least 8 hours of rest before we head out. That'd be nice. I'm pretty beat. Axel hefts himself up as he opens up a bag he brought. He unravels a big mat along with an even bigger blanket. Whoa! I have plenty of space for these. They're big even for me. Don't worry, I'll live without it. I didn't realise he was giving me his own. Wow, thanks. These look pretty cosy. No worries. Here, I can on the heat with my axiom. Warm do you want it? A bit? I don't want to sweat, even if it gets cold. Axel pulls out his axiom and swipes it on. Unlike Lance's, his screen has an orange tint to it. In that case, I'll set it automatic. Should work out. That's fine with me. Oof! I'm almost blindsided by the fluffy pillow tossed into my lap. Oops, sorry. Should have warned you. You can use that. Don't worry if it gets dirty, we'll wash everything when we get back. I got it. Axel sets everything up in the nearby corner of the warehouse, complete with a big canteen of water and a small cylinder. That's a light you can use to get around if you need it. Do you want some earplugs too? Rose can be quite the snorer. Sure, thank you. Axel starts to rummage around in the bag he brought, giving me a moment to breathe. Didn't think it was possible, but I'm starting to get overwhelmed with how considerate he is. Unlike Lance, I think he's actually scared of not accommodating me in some way. Before I know it, he tosses me a small container. Those should be some human-grade earplugs. You can keep them. Need anything else? No, I'm okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. No problem. Well, get some rest and don't hesitate to call me if you need anything, alright? Sure, will do. With that, Axel gets up and congregates with his crew, leaving me with a moment of peace and quiet. Phew, what a day. Well, at least they're actually nice. Well, for the most part. Ring seems a bit prickly, but I think he at least has a heart. As I get under the blanket, I collect my thoughts. I really hope they're telling the truth. I don't think I can handle more trauma this week. I guess it wouldn't make sense for them to bust me out of Resume just to sell me, right? Unless they're selling me to a competitor or something. That's convoluted, but not impossible, I guess. I'll keep my guard up for the foreseeable future. I take one last deep breath as I put the earplugs in. They fit pretty well. The pillow is soft, but also pretty sturdy. Memory foam? Whatever it is, this makeshift bed is the best thing I've slept in a very long time. It doesn't take long for the heated blanket to knock me out. Hey, sure about this? I'm super groggy. What time is it? I lift my head up slightly. I think one of my earplugs came out. I think we should tell him ASAP. The lights are all out. Sounds like they're on the opposite side of the warehouse, whispering. There's barely any moonlight either, making it all the harder to figure out. I'm telling you, we should wait till Vita checks up on him. You're scared of how he'll react, aren't you? Terrified. I get that, but is it better to rip off the bandage? Do either of you want to do it? There's a moment of silence. You're hoping that's not fair. You're the leader here. Which is why I'm making the decision to wait. Let's at least bring to a stable environment with an expert on the topic. I'm sliding my hand on the mat to try to find the earplug. I can hear someone sigh. Alright, I won't say anything. Me neither. Be better prepared for the fallout. Well, I think he'll be alright, for the most part. Like you said, he's tough. Ring starts to yawn. If you say so. Oh well, he'll find out sooner or later. I feel bad for him. Same, let's just make sure we're here for him, alright? They all grunt in agreement. Alright, I'm going to bed. Night, you two. Night. Good night. And with that, they all rustle about for a moment before getting comfortable enough to sleep. Followed by loud snoring, which reminds me to stuff the earplug back in my ear. Peace and quiet. For the most part. Now my mind is running. I wonder what they're keeping from me. I'll probably find out in the next few days, but even still. My anxiety starts to spike again. The cool desert wind hitting my face reminds me to get into the heated blanket. It's the perfect temperature. I hope this comfort lasts a little while longer. I'm tired. When I wake up again, I can't help but wonder one thing. Will I ever have a consistent place to sleep? At the very least, this heated blanket did wonders. I found myself completely enveloped by it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say I could fall asleep again. Hell, I don't even know what time it is. Maybe I can. My inner thoughts interrupted by a voice just outside my toasty cocoon. Hey, Cyrus, you awake? Axel sighs. I thought we'd just leave him, you know. We really got to work on your sense of humour. Well, I thought it was funny. That's the problem. Oh, really? Axel interrupts him in a fairly demanding tone. Guy, seriously, not first thing in the morning. There's a pause. Sorry. Same, I'll start getting the truck packed up. I'll help. Appreciate it. Now then. My worst fears are coming to fruition. Axel starts to slowly pull off the blanket, giving me a healthy blast of desert air. I can't help but shiver as I rub my eyes. That weird lantern from last night must be on again. It's the only source of light I can see. I know it's a bit cold. You can keep the blanket on while we're in the car, okay? On the one hand, it's nice that he's taking care of me. On the other hand, I sort of feel like I'm being coddled. Shit, I need to be more assertive. With my cover blown, I quickly sit up to stretch. Sorry, I didn't mean to oversleep. Well, actually, we're leaving a bit earlier. I'm glad to see you're an early riser. Yeah, but I got into the university. I'm still tired, though. University, huh? We might have to pick your brain about that on the trip back. Here, let's get everything packed up. Alright. Axel's about to lift more of the blanket off of me before I decide to do it myself. I got it, thanks. Oh, no problem. How are you feeling? Before answering, I quickly get myself up from my makeshift bed. I stand up slightly too fast, nearly losing my balance, Still, I carry on the facade that I'm in peak condition. Well, as peak as I can manage. Yeah, I'll live. Do you need any help? Not really. Ring and Rose can handle it. I just want to make sure you're okay. Ah, well, I'm fine. That bed was pretty comfy. I'm glad you think so. The one back home will be even better. Home, huh? You said it'll be there by lunchtime. Maybe a bit earlier. Ring got a message saying there were patrols a few miles away. We decided it'd be best to leave now. About that. Aren't they just a medical facility? Why does it sound like they have an army? Axel hesitates to answer. That sounds like a road trip question. Let's get everything together and I'll try to fill you in. All right. I step away from the bed to let Axel do his thing. As much as I want to help, I don't think I could lift the blanket or the mattress thing. Axel folds the blanket up like it's nothing, though. Looking around the warehouse, it looks like most everything's put away, other than the lantern and some cooking appliances. And done. I think that's just about it. Axel holds everything on one bicep where he hands me a small pouch. Here, so that's your water bottle and nightstick. Oh, thank you. The pouch has a long enough strap to go over my shoulder. It almost looks like a small messenger bag. I kind of like it. Okay, just have to get the last equipment and we'll be set. If you want, you can go wait in the in-vehicle. They should have it unlocked by now. You sure you don't want any help? Oh, I'll be fine. I carry way more back at the bar. Whether or not he realises that he flexes his free arm. If I didn't know any better, I'd say his biceps are almost as big as my torso. That's both a comforting and a scary thought. I'll head over. Just need to pee first. Axel lets out an embarrassed laugh. Alright. Hope it's the last time you have to use the bathroom outside for a while. No kidding. With one more stretch, I make my way out of the warehouse. The moon is rather pitiful this morning. There's barely any light out here. I can see the in-vehicle at least. The back door's letting out some light. I think I see Ring and Rose standing against the side of it, chatting. Psst! Hey! I don't want to startle them, but I have to get their attention somehow. I can barely see their silhouettes turn toward me. Not surprising, Rose is the one who answers. She also replies in a loud whisper. What? I need to pee. I'll be right back. Okay. What's wrong with you two? Ring replies normally. I don't. Instead, I grab the light in my pouch. Wait, how do I use it? I didn't pay too much attention to it last night. Sort of feels like a piece of quartz. Smooth. Instinctually, I slide my fingers up the side of it. It starts to give off a faint green glow. Oh, that's neat. I try to make it bright enough to see, and sure enough, it's like I have my own flashlight. Once I make it around the corner of the warehouse, I set the light stick down. Still pretty cold out, so I make sure to do my business as fast as possible. When I finish up, I shake my hands to try flinging off some germs. Wish I could wash my hands. I move to grab the light stick when something catches my eye. The sun rising over the horizon. It's easier to appreciate without being on top of a train. The cool desert breeze is actually kind of nice. I've only been able to experience it without him. I can't help but flip my hair through it and smile. I don't know why, but I think today's going to be a good day. I can't appreciate the scenery for too long. Rose is starting to yell for me. Cyrus, are you done peeing yet? I can't help but laugh, mainly the absurdity of the situation. Yes, I'm coming. Okay. I stuff the light stick back in my pouch and then turn the corner. Rose and Ring are talking while Axel is putting away the rest of the equipment. He notices me and starts waving. I give an awkward smile as I wave back. I know he's a tiger, and even though they look completely different, he reminds me a bit of Damien. It's comforting, in a way. Almost managed to get to the car without incident, but I sneezed loudly. Uh-oh, let's get you in the car. We don't want you to catch a cold. I sniffle, cringing that I use my sleeve to wipe my nose. Sounds good. Yeah, gross. I can sneeze on you next time if you prefer. I mean, the last thing needs to come out of your mouth if you do. Bet? Well, at least you got energy. Come on, let's get this trip started. I nod as I make my way into the warm truck and sit where I was last time. I take it Rose is the driver of the crew. Ring and Axel sit down across from me. For the most part, I'll drive her if she needs a break. But it's only another 5 hours, so she'll be fine. Knowing how we'll get there in 3. She may be a speed demon on a bike, but she wouldn't risk the truck. I haven't seen her drive when you're not around. No one likes a tattletale, Ring. Ring jumps as Rose's voice comes through the intercom. No one likes an eavesdropper either, Rose. There's no response, which makes Ring click his tongue in annoyance. Oh, bitch. I cough with a bluntness while Axel sighs. If I didn't know any better, I'd say... Are we your brother and sister? I guess I do say that a lot. You and everyone else back home. Be fair, it does seem like you get along well with each other. Ring scoffs at that. She's like that with everybody, always in other people's spaces. Axel starts to chuckle. What? She is. Nowadays she is. I told you how much of a wildcat she used to be. Used to, he says. Oh, trust me, you want to tangle with her when she gets serious. I'd rather avoid her altogether, thank you very much. Good luck with that. Huh. Instead of interrupting, I opt to just listen in. I can learn a lot just by blending in with the background. What about you, Cyrus? How are you liking things so far? Oh, oops, I got distracted. Oh, well, it's only been a day. It's better than most days I've had recently. Well, I can only imagine. Sorry, I'm really not trying to fish for sympathy or anything. That doesn't mean you can't use it. Ring groans. What? You're so fucking corny. I don't know, I think it's kind of sweet. See, he's sensible. Oh, shocking. Don't you have worked on your axiom or something? I'm so glad you asked. No, I don't. In fact, as soon as we start moving, I'm going back to sleep. Ring finishes speaking with a subdued growl. I don't think it's aimed at me. Axel leans in to whisper something to me. We've got his earplugs, so he hasn't gotten the best sleep lately. Ah. Ring scoffs again before leaning back and crossing his arms. I actually feel sorry for him. I know all too well how crappy a day can go just from a lack of sleep. Do you want us to be quiet while you sleep? He opens one eye to look at me before he shrugs. If you want. Don't yell loud as her. I half expect Rose to come with the loudspeaker to yell at him. Thankfully, the silence persists. We'll be quiet. With a grunt, Ring shuts his eye and tries to drift off. Not long after he does, the truck starts moving. For some reason that gets my heart pumping a bit. It's actually setting in that I'm heading towards my new home, wherever that might be. Axel looks as calm as ever. Meanwhile, Ring seems to have already fallen asleep. I wish I could knock out that fast. I lean back in my seat as well. And what's going to happen to me if I can avoid it altogether? I'm sure if they want to, they can force me to do whatever. Hell, I'm sure Axel could do whatever with just one hand. I guess I should be thankful that, so far, he's been pretty nice. There's something the matter. He catches me off guard again. I will admit, it's somewhat annoying that he can read me so well. Even if it's to check on me. Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit nervous is all. It'll probably be a rough few days. After all our work together is done, you're free to just relax and do whatever you can. He didn't say whatever I want. Which I guess makes sense, since I'll be under house arrest, it seems. Can you go over what we're going to be doing exactly? Not surprisingly, Axel starts to tense up. Maybe I'm easy to read. I'd like to think I'm getting better at reading other people too. When we get back home, you're going to have to meet you with our doctor. They're going to try and help you get your memories back. And it's only for information on resume. Well, the most part, yes. And after that? Well, make sure they don't take you again. I see. What? Just seems too good to be true is all. I'm going to be living with you from now on without having to do anything. More or less. In my opinion, I think you've paid your dues in excess. If you say so. As much as I'd like to believe I'll be free to just sit around doing nothing, that I'll be able to sit still for long. I'd probably get bored within a week or two. I guess I can use the free time to plan my way back home. Although, the more I think about it, there's not much chance of me going home, is there? For some reason that thought gets less and less sad the more I dwell on it. At the very least, I want to find out how I got here. Maybe hit whoever sent me with a shovel in the meantime. Oh, speaking of violence. Hey, Axel, I think there's something you should know. What's that? I go over to make sure Ring is still asleep, before slowly taking out the gun in my pocket. I have this. Axel looks surprised for a moment, but it's not as much as I expected. Oh yeah, you did say he gave you a weapon. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's locked. I don't think he had any intention for me to use it. Knowing him, he wouldn't have wanted to use it against him. Given the chance now, I probably would. So I guess that was smart of him. I'd say I'm just joking. I'm not sure I am. Would you like us to unlock it? Huh? That's why you wanted to show me, right? Well, no, I just wanted you to know I had a weapon. Oh. He gives an awkward smile. That's thoughtful of you. I didn't peg you as the type to just go gunslinging without reason. I'd say that's a fair judgment. As far as I know, I've only fired a gun once, and that was just recently. Did you like how it felt? That's an odd question. Did I? I mean, it felt kind of cool, I guess. Just because it feels so futuristic compared to what we had. It is a nice model. I'm surprised you left it with you. Oh, really? I doubt that was on purpose. Me neither. Again, if you want, we can unlock it. Sleeping Beauty over here can hack into pretty much anything. Why though? Well, I thought you might feel better having some form of self-defense. Maybe. I carefully look over the gun again. Would you just keep it locked like it has been? Not unless you want us to. I ponder that. How can I guarantee they keep it unlocked for me to use? Yeah, so it's meant to be more of a surprise, but we have an axiom back at home I was going to give to you. That snatches my attention. Wait, what? Why? Aren't they, like, really expensive? Well, it'd be convenient for you to have one. That's no big deal. We've had this one for a while, but no one can really handle it. Wait, that kind of worries me. Why? Well, it was a prototype model the company tried out. Didn't go over well. It's actually one of a kind. Huh. How'd you get it then? The company who manufactures them gave it to us. We all got an axiom and some extras. Ring actually has another one he uses at home. The bigger model he has is only for missions. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Different models for different purposes. Exactly. I'll give it to you when we get back home. I keep it in storage. I'm kind of excited. But why can't people handle it? Axel looks a little worried. It really hurts to put it on. Most models you can just take on and off at your leisure. This one, however, it digs deep into your skin so that it can't be removed easily. Hurts like you wouldn't believe. Oh, I can probably handle that, if that's all. Exactly. I can help you set up everything, that gun included. Alright, sounds good. I appreciate it. Oh, it's no trouble. Without sounding cheesy, I think it was meant for you. Just, don't tell Ring about it till you get it. He's had his eye on it for a while. Oh wow, exclusive secrets already? Alright, I take it he couldn't handle it? I hadn't even turned it on yet and he already started moaning. I snort at that. Wow. I don't tell him I said this either, but he cried when he got his ear pierced. I have to actually cover my mouth just so I don't burst out laughing. Don't want to explain that to a sleeping dragon. I just nod with tears in my eyes. It's really funny. It really is all bark, no bite. I'll take that with me to the grave. So will I. Axel starts to chuckle too. Ring stirs a bit and we both freeze. Thankfully he just readjusts himself, which causes both Axel and I to breathe out in unison, which in turn elicits another silent laughing session. Just like last night, I'm feeling pretty good. It's nice to have light-hearted conversations without snark for a change. It might hurt me down the line. I think I can trust this man. I'm willing to try anyway. The rest of the car ride is fairly uneventful. Ring's still asleep while Axel reads his book. I go between sleeping and staring out the window. Every time I wake up the scenery is completely different. I wonder if we're going that fast when this country is just diverse in its environments. We even passed through what I assume is a crater caused by the 7 stars. Despite what caused it, I can't help but admire its beauty. It looks like a glass pit surrounded by the remaining sand. I wonder when the last time I went on an actual road trip was. A long time ago I visited Damien at his house, but only once. He wasn't out yet, so it was hard to act honest. Still, when it was just us two, he made sure to show me how much he loved me. Damien. I miss you. I wish most of my memories of you weren't so hazy. How long has it been since we saw each other? Rose's voice coming through the speaker puts a pause on my theorising. Hey boss, you there? I hear you loud and clear. What's up, Rose? We'll be at the bunker in about 10 minutes. That makes my heart skip a beat. We're almost there already? Roger that. Good work as always. No sweat. Axel starts to nudge Ring awake. There's a trail of drool coming from his maw. Come on, bud, we're almost there. Do you only want to see you-know-who? Ring pops an eye open in panic before quickly calming down. You know he's on a mission right now. Ah, good, you're awake. Fantastic. The dragon stretches to wake himself up. Almost there? Yep, about 10 more minutes. But I'm ready for some time off. Well, as far as I know, we've got a couple of weeks for any pressing matters. Perfect. Can take the next week off and take on some odd jobs or something. What kind of odd jobs? Ring gives me a look riddled with exhaustion. I help people fix their shit when they break it. He's a good handyman. Oh, I see. If you need anything fixed, let me know. Actually, we do have something you can fix tomorrow, if that's okay. What? Yeah, just something Cyrus brought. We'll show you tomorrow. He seems disinterested as usual. I don't blame him. I'm not really a morning person either. Rose comes over the loudspeaker and she pulls the car to a rolling stop. Alright, we're here. I peek out the window. Looks like we're still in the middle of nowhere. Although we're under some sort of rock formation. I can see a city in the distance, but it's way too far to walk. How did we get there? Just watch. And don't tell anyone. That too. I can't even ask why, for it feels like there's a small earthquake under the truck. After a moment we seemingly start to drive downward. Hold on to something. We're going downhill for a little while. Underground? Well, I'd say you still catch on fast. Ring puts a seatbelt on before grabbing onto a nearby handle. I start panicking since I can't figure out how to put on the seatbelt. So long for Axel motions me over to him. Yeah, come sit between us. I'll hold on to you. Don't have much time to think about as we start descending fast. Okay. Without thinking, I jump over the other side of the truck. Axel helps me in between himself and Ring, holding my shoulder as he straps me in. As usual, he's very warm. Okay, that should do it. I'll keep holding on to you till we're down, alright? I nod as everything starts to get dark. The inside lights flash on, the outside is still completely pitch black. In what feels like several minutes, I can actually see where we're headed. Looks like a huge underground cave with a few small buildings. Wow. That's our base of operations. We are, kind of. We share it with some other groups. Do you live there? No, we live in different cities. Oh, really? I connect all of our residences to a private capsule system. Despite living on opposite sides of the country, it's almost like we're in our own apartment complex. Whoa, that's impressive. We used to live together, but that posed problems. Like what? Well, security issues. Plus, if one site gets compromised, we can quickly go somewhere else without being tracked. That is pretty convenient. Indeed. Used to live on the base, actually, but we got to the point of wanting our own space. Speaking of, where will I be staying again? You'll stay with me for the next day or two. We have a room at the base for you to stay in, but we just need to clean it up. Oh, I'm living underground. That's kind of cool. Why do you say so? You'll miss the sun. I'll have it set up so you can come visit us when you want or need to. Hey, I didn't sign up for that. Okay, fine. You can come visit anyone who's not being difficult. Thank you. I snored. I'll be sure to knock. Well, we come to you more often than not. You can't port without an axiom. I can see Axel flick his ear, but he doesn't reply. Oh, didn't realise that. Why don't you just give him one of yours, Ring? No, I used them all. How many do you have? That's none of your business. Rose comes over the intercom. He has like 8. I don't have that many. Ring spits back to the ceiling, which doesn't reply. Jeez. You do have a lot. I need them. What, you have collector's editions or something? I say in jest, but I don't think Ring takes it as a joke. In fact, he takes a second to reply. No. Oh my god, what a loser. I can't help but laugh again. Seriously? What the hell are the collector's versions of... I stopped myself mid-sentence where I remember the plethora of special edition smartwatches or phones we had. Actually, never mind. It's not that outlandish, I guess. Thank you. I wasn't vindicating you. I don't need you to. Are we almost there? Well enough as we speak. Thank God, ready to sleep in my own bed for once. How far away do you live, Ring? Well, that's classified information. I instinctively grimace, but he couldn't have known. I guess that's fair. Axel gets himself at his straps while leaning over to get me out of mine. In any case, tomorrow I can give you a tour of the facility. Probably not a good idea till we get the okay from our boss. Thanks, I was looking forward to it. It looks cool down here. I'm glad to hear. I'll show you how the elevators work tomorrow so you can get some sun when you need it. Is that okay? Yeah, most likely. If it poses an issue, Rose or I can come along. I got it. Do you realize how pale I've gotten? I could use some sun. Well, if you want, we can walk into town to teleport in. Maybe one day. Not today, though. Fair enough. Axel opens the door for us. Ring immediately gets out to stretch. Maybe I should pay Vita a visit too. See, even that thing ain't good for my back. You know, they're probably a bit busy for the next week or so. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Hey, don't worry, I won't tell them you name dropped them. Ring covers his mouth. Oh, shit. Ring, I think we might want to just drop the code names while we're at home now. No way. Are you going to make Cyrus call you a different thing every mission then? No, he can just call me Ring. Axel sighs. This is going to get old real fast. I'm kind of with Ring on this one. Rose joins us from around the front. Really? Well, yeah, we didn't get this far by not being careful. See, even Rose is making sense. What's that supposed to mean? Guys. Axel stops before they can even start. I think it'd be a good step to help Cyrus trust us. Well, don't we need to trust Cyrus first? Everyone looks at Rose. Don't get me wrong, I know he's been through a lot, but personally I want to wait till Vita checks him out thoroughly. Like, what if he has a tracker on him or something? Huh, didn't think of that. I think in the back of his head was probably... We don't know that. Look, I know you're mostly just following orders, but... I think we just need to take this a little slower. Let's see how he is after everything with Vita. But... there's enough tension in the air to be uncomfortable. Enough to where I'm glad they leave me out of this conversation for once. Although I decide to intervene anyway. I tuck on Axel's jacket. I don't really mind. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. And besides, I'm used to people not telling me their real names. That was meant to be a joke to lighten the mood, but I think it had the opposite effect. Eventually Axel sighs again. No, you're right. Sorry, I shouldn't push you guys into sharing personal information. We're not saying we don't want Cyrus around, but... Ring starts coughing. I'm not saying I don't want Cyrus around, but... yeah. I think we should err on the side of caution. Well, that's completely understandable. We'll take it one step at a time. Just trying to slip up, please. I don't want to say like you're one to talk. That's a whole other can of worms I don't want to get into. Anyway, you need us for anything else? Not right now, no. But keep an eye out for any potential changes. We'll probably have a meeting with the boss at some point. I don't know why you can't do that remotely. Well, she's a stickler for security. I know I have a lot to learn from her. Well, it's nearly 9 AM back home. Shops will be open soon. I've got some errands to run. I got it. Thanks for all your help. We couldn't have done this without you. Yeah. Keep me posted. Will do. As Ring walks past Axel, they give each other a high five. I think I'll head into town for a little while myself. I want to see how the gym has been since we left. Sounds good. Do you want any help? Thanks, but no thanks. Besides, you got to check on the bar. I guess that's true. Wonder how much I'll have to clean up this time. It's a bar. If it's messy, that means people are using it, right? If you say so. See you, boss. Let me know if you need anything. Of course. Get some rest. Instead of a high five, they give each other a fist bump. She walks in the opposite direction of Ring. Now it's just Axel and me. Well, you want to head back to my place? I pucker my lips. I know that's not what he meant, but I still choke back a cough. Yeah, sure. How far away is it? It only takes about a few minutes to get there. We'll port. Ah, handy. Indeed. You ready? Axel starts walking and nods me to follow. And I do so. Okay, when we enter the building, I have to ask you to keep your eyes closed. Is there one of those weird hallways that teleports you? What? Oh no. Thankfully we have more modern technology. We just don't have the right clearance for you to really see everything yet. The capsule motel Lance took me to isn't considered modern? God damn. Axel holds out his paw. I'll guide you through. It won't take long for us to reach the station. I stare at his big paw for a moment. You sure you're not trying to sell me? Axel coughs while laughing nervously. As far as I'm aware, I'm not. Satisfied with his flustered expression, I grab his paw and close my eyes. Lead the way. I'll try not to peek. Axel effortlessly envelops most of my hand. I can tell he's trying to hold back. Don't worry, you get used to it. Axel laughs to himself and gently leads me through this new building. Damn, his paw is warm. It's the little things. Oh, they've made it to their destination, and that's pretty much what I was trying to do for 2 months, is just get them there. Yeah. So there will be more from Remember the Flowers. If not in July, then definitely in August. I will try and get back to it a little sooner than it took me this time. Don't worry, I'll be carrying on with the story. And speaking of carrying on with stories, there's going to be a surprise for you on this coming weekend. I'm going to do a one-off VN, which I'm not going to mention yet, unless you're a patron, in which case I will tell you all about it when I write the post for Remember the Flowers in a bit. So if you want to follow my Patreon link, you can go and check out that. Only costs $2 Canadian a month just to get all these little bits of information I try and bring now and again. But you don't have to, you can just wait till Saturday and see what's going on. But the top patrons I have are Burnt Toast, Kartek, Cobus Visser, Lexi Bucciarati, Lark Huskerton, Bastian, Brian Hall, Tiger Cub, Eda Corval, Anubis Silverwind, Dissonance, Riz, Spiderling, Kopi, Sindri Dragowolf, Marcus, Evan King, Exac, Aaron Fox, Mohammed Al-Zamel, Wolfers Need Coffee, Nova Starburn, Big Booty Judy, Omar, Smutu, and Andy Peng. Special thanks to all of them, and always thanks to all my donors on Ko-fi and Patreon. It really helps when I'm making these videos. So until next weekend, there won't be a midweek video this week. There will be a couple of ones coming up this month though. But yes, I'm gonna not do anything till the weekend. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.